Welcome Alex Neist to the fore today. He is the founder of Hostage Tape and a mouth taping believer. Great to see you.
It's great to be here.
And so you really believe in this stuff. You say that it changed your life.
Yeah, 100%. So I snored so bad for years that it pushed my wife into the other bedroom. And as a result of that, we had a low point that I discovered mouth taping. And mouth taping is one of those things where it's very anecdotal, where when you try it for yourself, you kind of have to. And when you try it, you realize how transformational it can be, especially if you mouth breathe at night.
Okay, so it helps you get better sleep?
Absolutely.
And you're wearing the nose strip to explain that.
I am. So a lot of people might confuse, wait a minute, is Hostage Tape the nose strip? So the nose strip actually opens up the nasal passage so I can get more air in through my nose.
Okay.
For someone who's concerned about the idea of shutting their mouth, covering their mouth with tape at night, what would you say to them?
So it's a perfectly normal reaction. In fact, the first time that I mouth taped, that was my first thought was, wait a minute, am I gonna wake up? Like, what if my nose gets clogged? It's a perfectly normal thing.
I'm a little claustrophobic. Like,
right.
The concept of it sort of freaks me out.
Exactly. So for a lot of people that try it, I always say, just put some tape on your mouth, maybe when you're sitting at your computer or you're just going for a walk. Get used to it. Get used to the feeling of it, right, of having that on your mouth.
Mm-hmm. And you weren't someone who was necessarily in the wellness community before this. I mean, what was that transition from your previous work life to, running this company now?
Yeah, so my previous, I was a former athlete. I grew up here in Minnesota. I played for the Gophers, so I was an athlete at heart, and then I started a software company. And it was through that whole journey of just finding something that was very close to me that I could actually change my life and then change other people's lives.
And to be clear, like, the company has taken off. You found great success and people are really liking this.
Yeah, so we launched this 2.5 years ago, and we are the official sleep aid of the UFC.
That's a pretty
cool.
big deal, I'd say, for only being in a company for a couple of years.
I never would have imagined that we would be here 2.5 years ago talking about this, but yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Because it started out as a personal solution, but it grew into this massively successful business. And what do you think pushed it over the edge? What do you think resonates with people?
Well, I think you certainly can't ignore the name, Hostage Tape. And a lot of people right now are thinking, why would you call it Hostage Tape, right? So we knew that we wanted to get people's attention, but it also actually taps into emotion, right? People feel held hostage by poor sleep or their partner, and they don't know what to do. So don't let bad sleep hold you hostage. That was really the idea. So it was capturing that attention, and just, I think, we really leveraged social media and just scaling that. Right, and then using product seeding with a lot of high-level people. Joe Rogan is a user of Hostage Tape, and we got in early with him, and a handful of other people like that.
Now, I've done stories about sleep divorce, where people have to separate, and it's typically because someone is snoring, someone has sleep apnea, and you said that happened in your case. Yep. So we're not sitting here saying this is the magic cure for marriages, but anecdotally, is that something you're also hearing from other people?
Absolutely. A lot of people don't realize how many people sleep in separate bedrooms, and it's not a good thing. We shouldn't be. In fact, there's 128 million households in the U.S. Over 71% are mouth breathing, and more of those couples sleep in separate bedrooms. I did, right, for too long, and it creates issues. It creates resentment. We shouldn't be sleeping in separate bedrooms.
Tell us about where people can find your products, learn more about your work.
You can go to hostagetape.com. You can also buy us on Walmart, and you can buy us on Amazon.
Okay, well, we're happy for your success, and we may have to give it a try. I don't know. It's
probably me.
I gotta work my way up.
I was wearing a nasal strip the other night, so this could be something that might work for me too.
Absolutely.